Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the Frontline Changes report for the past 24 hours for day 11202, 19th of March. And very big frontline changes over at Kursk and Dvorichna, you can see. So we're going to go straight into Kursk front. So at the Kursk front, we have some major geolocations. So geolocation of Russian forces on the west of Rubenskina as well as in the northwest of Milovoye, in combination confirmed the Russians have advanced greatly in this sector. This corroborates Russian claims, particularly over the Milovoye region, which means that the Russian forces have indeed taken all of Milovoye as a result. So this is now confirmed, and the Russians have also pushed west from Dvorichna and have secured Rubenskina. Basically is a capture of Rubenskina. So this is now confirmed over at this Suja side of the region, but so far technically nothing have changed. Strategically nothing have changed, particularly only the Russians have basically gone into this Gali region. In the southern flank at the north of Guevo, there is a geolocation of Russian forces in the northern forest of Guevo, confirming the Russians have advanced in this area here, validating Russian claims. So basically that's mainly the frontline change over at the Kursk front in this sector. So that's all from the Kursk front. So we move down to the next frontline change. Is over still at the Kursk front. I just realized is over at this southern tip, where the Ukrainians are launching their offensive. The Ukraine forces is now has been geolocated over just outside of Prylese. Basically confirmed the Ukrainian have crossed the border, advancing in this area at Prylese. So that's all. A very small frontline change in this sector over at the Kursk front. The next frontline change is over at the Dvorichna front. This is Dvorichna at Petrivka, Kayamka, Krasne, Pershe region. So Kayamka, Krasne, Pershe, Petrivka. So the Russians now confirm, according to Ukrainian mapping, to have established a new bridgehead. This is a very big one on the east of Krasne, Pershe and southeast of Kayamka. The river is still here, so this front line here doesn't change the fact that the Russians is still on the eastern bank of the river. However, the river continues in this way, so this area is the bridgehead for the Russian side. The total advancement, so as you can see, the river is here. So this is just a mapping confirming from the Ukrainian side, confirming that the entire eastern bank of the Oskil River is 100% under Russian control. So this penetration here is 2 to 3 kilometers deep into the Ukrainian territory, into the forest, into this hilly forest region. So the Russians is now have a very strong bridgehead that will allow them to attack both Krasne, Pershe and towards Kayamka on both sides. So very significant frontline change in this sector. So after the Dvorichna, front, the next frontline change, let me see, Dvorichna, the next frontline change is at Druzhba. So over at the Toretsk front, we have the Russian mapping that the Russian forces have advanced in the north of Druzhba. So the Russians allegedly have advanced down the tree line, or rather up the tree line, northward towards the west, to the eastern part of Dashne. So the advance here, this is a Russian claim, by the way, is around 1 kilometer. So this is not confirmed, but this is just a claim from the Russian side. But given the trend of things with the Russian forces geolocated here previously, it is very highly possible that the Russians have advanced in this sector. Over in the Krymske region, Russian forces geolocated north of Krymske, which shows that the Russian forces that advanced and actually fully securing the industrial zone at Krymske as well as the hill. So this push up north is around also 1 kilometer. So the Russians are definitely doing something around here with advancement from both sides. So in this area. So that's the frontline change at the Toretsk front. After Krymske, the next frontline change is at Dnipro and here over the Velika Novosilka front. Over this area here, Ukrainian mapping have mapped in a particularly specific way that the forest in the northeast of Dnipro and here is under Ukrainian control. This is Ukrainian mapping. This is a claim. They map that the Russians have straightened the front line on the west of Skutne. So this is some clarification of the front line. And one last frontline change is over at Privilny, just nearby. So Russian forces geolocated have advanced in the south of Privilny, confirming more Russian advance in this sector as they slowly crawl up north towards the in-between road of Privilny and Vinnypole. So they are pushing up this way, probably to cut the connection. So that's all the frontline changes over the past 24 hours. And so we need to do some calculation. So as you can see, the biggest is Kursk. A large part is the confirmation of the Russian advances. And then if not, then the biggest frontline change is actually at Dvorichna, where the bridgehead had happened. So doing some calculation, 29.69 plus 8.92 plus 1.5 plus 0.56. The total area captured for the Russian forces is 37.69 square kilometers. So this is, of course, like I said, some of them is just confirmation, corroboration of the frontline changes or the Russian claims. So take this with a pinch of salt. And happy birthday to those that are having birthday today. Thank you for watching. Press the subscribe button if you are not subscribed. If you think you are subscribed, check. Make sure that YouTube didn't secretly unsubscribe you. Press the like button and I'll see you guys in the next update.